Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is just going to be a quick little tutorial video for you guys. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible. It's about redstone. I've been seeing a lot of comments lately on videos I've been watching on YouTube, the Yogscast, Captain Sparkles. They've all had some people wanting redstone explained to them. And today I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to start off with some basics. I'm going to try and work my way up. And let's see, I got a cannon here for a finale, maybe. Got some combination locks for you guys to understand, some note blocks, some repeaters, how to get redstone to move and travel upwards, and some more note blocks. Maybe if you guys want it later on, I got a roller coaster I built over here. It goes down, it goes all around my world, and it goes underground, and there's a big section underground too. So maybe. Anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, so I'm not gonna try and explain how like redstone works. Like I'm not gonna explain how if you hit a button the door will open if you stand on the switch, or how you do it remotely. I'm gonna hope that you guys know that if you put redstone between a certain amount of spaces like this, and you just put like a switch down right here, like that. If you hit the switch, it'll turn on. I'm not gonna try and explain that. I'm gonna hope you guys know how that works. Nope, looks like I have flying on. Dang it, hold on. Sorry, that's later on. That's very unprofessional. Okay, so basically, let's get started then. As you guys know, there's two things that have to do with redstone. There's the wire that conducts the current, and there's the torches, which usually provides the current. Now, redstone torch has two states. It has on, which is this, and off, which is this. As long as you just place a redstone torch down, it will be in the on position. Nothing will happen. It'll always stay on. It's an indefinite source, or it's an infinite source, not indefinite, infinite source of power, and that'll never change. Hold on. I want to keep it day so that you guys can see better. Okay, so by default it's in the on position, and when it's on and it's touching redstone wire, it'll conduct current. It'll conduct current up one block each time. You can't go up 2 blocks. It'll conduct current up 1 block, then you have to do another block and another block if you want to go up, or you can use this method here, which I'll show you guys later. Now, if you provide a redstone torch with power, it'll turn off. So this is when it's on and it receives power from another source, it'll turn off. But it won't turn off if you just do this, because there's nothing connecting the torches. They aren't supplying power to each other, they're only supplying power to the block that they are occupying. Yes. Okay. Now, so I provided power to this torch here, and this turned off. If I break this thing here, you'll see it turns on, because it's no longer receiving power. This redstone wire is only powering this block here. It's not powering this block here, because it's not touching this block. It's only touching this block. So if I were to place a torch here, it turns off. See? Turned off, on, off, on, off. Now then, let's move up just a little bit, not necessarily harder, but another basic thing. Now, these both will stay on no matter what, and this will stay on no matter what, so long as you don't remove both torches. Now, you may think, well, it's supplying power to this block, but it's not. This redstone wire is only supplying power to this bedrock that it's touching. It's not supplying power to this torch, which this torch is occupying this block above the bedrock. Same for this one. So if I destroy this, the redstone wire will stay on because it's receiving power from here, and vice versa. Okay? No matter what, this torch won't turn on because this is on, because they are not connected. They are only touching the wire. The wire cannot conduct power to this torch because there's a little gap here and it's not touching it. Best way I can explain it. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, well that's nice to know, but how does this work and how is this useful to me? I'm going to show you right over here. So we're going to come over here, and this is a cannon I built inside here. I'll explain maybe how cannons work in another video if you guys want. It's really quite simple. It's not as hard as people think. So, what happens is, this torch is by default on unless we supply power, by this. This button will supply a pulse of power to this dirt block, which will conduct the power and supply it to this, turning this off. Now, since this is by default on, this is all on, and this is off. This is how people conduct power through the redstone over long distances. That's really loud. I don't know why that's so loud. Hold on. Options, sound, we're going to turn you down a bit. Now, that's how people conduct power over long distances, because redstone wire can't conduct power over a certain number. So let's see if we can find that number. There you go. Right there. It's this one here. See how this one is sparking and this one is not? It's because that redstone torch over there can only supply power up to this point. Can't supply it any further, and that is actually 16 blocks. So once you hit 16 blocks, your redstone wire won't receive power anymore. Now then, since that torch is powering this, and this redstone wire is by default touching it, it's supplying power to this block, which turns this off. Now, if we want this to turn off, all we have to do is supply a pulse of power through that button, turning this off, and if this turns off, this will turn on. So when this turns on, all this redstone wire in here will turn on, which will, when we fill this with TNT, ignite the TNT, making the cannon go boom and fire off into the abyss. Okay? So that's how it works. I was trying to see if I could jump and show you. You can kind of see the torch on the other far side turn on. You can barely see it over there. But anyway. Now then, so that's the first part. It lights the primer TNT, which will launch the cannon. Now, the cannon won't launch by that alone. You have to have TNT sitting here and here. This is a twin barrel cannon, which will launch 2 pieces of TNT. Now then, you don't want the TNT that's here to light by itself. Wait, I don't want to get into that because that's cannon mechanics and you don't really want that. Now then, but just know that this thing here will light the TNT in there, and then once this will travel through here, which is a bunch of delayers, which will light the TNT that's here, which is the actual TNT you want to shoot. Okay, so now let's get into combination locks, and this is a bit more difficult. Okay, so I'm going to show you the actual combination first. Oh, nope, missed it. There you go. I didn't realize this one was already on. So we turn these off. Okay, I'm going to turn just this one on. I think it's this one. Yes, okay. So how combination locks work is you want this, this looks very confusing to most of you probably. All you want to do in your end result is have this torch turn on. Once this torch turns on, it will supply power to this door, which will open it. Now we're going to backtrack this so that you guys can understand it a bit more. So to get this torch to turn on, just like over there, we on the far side over there where we had the 2 torches and the redstone wire in the middle, 2 torches and the redstone wire in the middle. How we have to do that is we have to turn off both this torch and this torch for this torch to turn on. Because see, if this torch were turned off, just pretend that's off instead of not missing, this torch is still going to provide power to here. But if we were to destroy this one, the door opens because now there's no power to this block here, which this redstone torch is touching. So we have to turn off both of those. And to turn off this one, you have to turn on this one. I know, so think of, it's a, this is called an AND gate. Think of an AND gate within an AND gate and another AND gate. So there's 3 AND gates. These 2, once these 2 AND gates are turned on, these 2 torches will turn off. So to get this torch to turn off, we have to get this to turn on. And to get this to turn on, we have to get this to turn off, which is that first switch right there. You can see it. It's coming along and turning this off. And this torch to turn off, which is actually this third one over here. Okay? So we have to provide power to here, and we have to provide power to this one, which we'll do now. Just by coming over here, and it is this one. Yes, see? We provided power to this one, turn this on, which turned this off. So we're halfway there. Actually, not really. We're more like 2/3, but I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so now we just have to get this to turn on, which is that first switch, which will turn this off, and this will turn on, opening the door. Now you're probably asking yourself, if you're smart, or if you're not and you still figure this out, kudos to you. There are 4 torches, so why aren't there 4 switches? That's mostly because I couldn't get 4 switches to work in this small a space. I tried to make it as condensed as possible. I couldn't figure it out, so I just made this torch here, which is the middle one. It comes up through here, runs up through here, and then it branches off into here, which turned off this torch, and here, which turned off this torch. So the third switch, or the middle switch here, turned off 2 of them, so that you only need 3 combinations. You can make this as many combinations as you want. You just have to provide more AND gates into AND gates into AND gates, and it gets more and more complicated. So all we want to do now is turn off this first switch over here, or turn on the first switch over here, which I can't really do from here, so we're just going to fly around the edge, hit the switch, that turned this on, which turned that off, and it turned it on. And I built all of this in vanilla Minecraft. There's no mods helping me build. This is very simple to build. There's no piston mods, I'm sorry. I may do that in the future, maybe not, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Now I'm going to show you how to transport some redstone wire, because this is basic repeater stuff. You guys don't really want to see this. All I'm doing is providing a pulse of power which travels along through the delayers, and the delayers are set far enough apart and with enough delay so that the pulse just continues in an infinite loop. And when you provide power to a note block, it sends off the signal. Okay? Simple stuff. Not hard at all. So just to stop it, you just break this block, wait for the power to run out, put the block back, and there you go. I'm just doing this to save time. Now, here we have a way to make redstone travel really high so that you could knock down, I don't know, say knock off a torch, which will let a sand block fall to the ground into a little hole, and then you could have water above it, and then the water will fall down too, and instant water elevator. Now, how this works, as you can see, this is on, that's off, that one's on, and the top one, I don't know if you can see it, is off. Now, how this works is because this torch here occupies this whole block. Pretend this air block here from here to the top block is just that, air. Hold on, so you guys can see better. And so when this is on, it's providing power to this block above it. Since dirt will conduct electricity 1 block away, and this is providing power to this, this is turned off. And since this is off, that's on, and since that's on, the top one's off. Now if we just hit the block, everything is switched. This now has power, so it turns off. That one's turned on, that one now has power, so that one's off, and the top one's on. So it's just a way to make redstone go really high in a small confined space. So that way to do the stairs all the way up if you don't want to. Okay, let's see, do I have any TNT? No. Give myself some TNT. We're gonna shoot this off once. And I think we may go through part of my roller coaster. If I don't go through the roller coaster, it's because of frame rate issues, and that's because I've just been recording a little too long for my computer. It's old, it's a laptop, it's not doing too well. Okay, so we'll just do this. There goes the TNT, there goes the cannon TNT, and bam! I hope you can control way out there. So there you go, that's how cannon works. I'll go into cannon mechanics in another video. Let's see. Let's hope this works. If this doesn't work, guys, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe. I'm going to put up more videos more often now. I know I only have like 2 videos on my channel. Leave a rating. Tell me what you think. Give me some feedback so I know what to do better, what to not do. Stop rambling, you know, keep on topic, whatever. Let me know. Thanks for watching, and peace out.